We are live. Let's press the record button, and now we are live on both modes right now. It is the Academy Sports Show. What?
I had a moment.
I had settled my throat. I had to take care of it. It's the Academy Sports Show right here live on a Friday night.
Let's go.
Because we got our own studio. We can just do what we want.
It's the weekend edition.
Happy Christmas. Happy weekend eve to everybody. We appreciate you listening. If you're listening right now via SoundCloud or the Purple Podcast app, you just looked up our faces. You typed in Academy Sports Show. You saw us. You found us. You subscribed to us. And we appreciate that as always. Thank you so very much. I know on SoundCloud you can always comment during the stream. On iTunes, you can comment under the stream. So we appreciate it, man. Rate these podcasts 5 stars. Please, please, please. Thank you. And then our greatest mode right now is the YouTube Academy Sports Show. Make sure you type us in the search bar. You'll see the caricature of our faces. Like them, subscribe to them. But the most important thing you can do is trigger that bell and let you know when we go live as we are right now. I got the alert. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yep.
I got it. Because I triggered that bell on the Academy Sports Show's YouTube page. So we just want to funnel everybody over there. And that way you can hop in live. Like people just hopping in live. People are coming into the channel. So we appreciate it. And you can be a part of the show. We got some great topics ahead. But Joel will get to that because I'm Andre Douglas. And to my left, your right would be Joel Williams.
What's up, everybody? What did we say? NFL. What up?
College football.
That's all right. Hey, big weekend coming up. Big show coming up tonight. We appreciate you joining us on the Friday night edition of the Academy Sports Show. Nice little weekend coming up here. We got the divisional round of the playoffs. We got to talk the matchups on Saturday. Minnesota at San Francisco, Tennessee at Baltimore. And, of course, the Sunday matchups for the AFC, Houston at Kansas City, and then the NFC second game of the weekend is Seattle at Green Bay. We will give you our picks, our thoughts. We will share with you who we think the winners are going to be and why tonight on the show. Also, there is a huge game coming up Monday night that if you love football, you should be looking forward to, and that is the College Football Playoff National Championship game this Monday night between the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. So this is going to be an interesting battle. We're going to give you our thoughts, make our selections. Always like to do a show right before these games take place so that way you can get our opinions and our thoughts. Maybe you might even agree or disagree. Either way, make sure you say something in the chat. Let us know you're there and give your opinion throughout the show as we talk about this weekend's matchups on tonight's show. So it's that, and you know how we do. Something always pops up. So who knows where this show might go, but be ready for it as always. And we thank you for joining us tonight on the Academy Sports Show.
Yep, we love our sponsors here on the Academy Sports Show, one being Mike Vaughn's Plumbing. Both licensed in the store. Vaughn's Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's just getting up to cold waterproof and a daily home services, call the man.
313-304-7786.
Mike Vaughn's plot.com. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing.com provides you with a map of all the areas that they service as well as the services that they provide. But we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
Because that man right there is a real MVP.
Also, we want you to know that we do love our sponsor, Be Well Integrative Massage. It's the new year, and we know right now a lot of you are in the gym. We have been, and you get a little sore sometimes. So Be Well Integrative Massage is offering a new year, new client special. You want to hit them up. All new clients will receive an additional 15 minutes added to their massage services if booked between January 1st and February 29th. If you're interested, give them a call at 313-472-5048, or you can email them at bewellmassagetherapy@outlook.com. Again, that's 313-472-5048. We here at the Academy Sports Show just want you to be well.
Be well. If you want more information on them, I know Erica posted a video. We reshared it on our Facebook page at Academy Sports Show. That way you know her location and everything she's looking for. Great masseuse looking to expand. And like Joe said, he just great opportunity to be well in all facets in 2020. Man, it's 2020.
It is.
It's 2020. All right, so the first thing I wanted to start off this video with was shout out to my man Joel for play-by-play for Chippewa Valley basketball. That is a huge thing.
Oh, wow.
Man, in your wheelhouse. As much you talk about out of your comfort zone, you were in your wheelhouse. You and Sports Dad C, man, you guys did an excellent job, and I wanted to give you your roses right here on air because it was such a great show. So I appreciate it, man. It was a great thing to watch.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. It was a lot of fun. That was it just happened out the blue, man. Shout out to Sports Dad Cephas for just giving me a call. Shout out to @TT Baby, my daughter, for allowing her father to step away from the recital and go out and go do that, man. What a cool experience. Never did it before, but now after you get a little taste of it, definitely want to do it again. Definitely want to do it again. So we'll be able to post a video of that. Actually, I think Cephas sent me, Sports Dad Cephas sent me he sent me a link to the YouTube page. So we'll put it on our page and everything. You guys can check it out. B, you in the chat. See you over there, man. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, man. Y'all did a great job.
It was a lot of fun, bro.
That was great. Like play-by-play color guy.
Yeah.
I was mixing it in, trying to. I was like, look at, I love it. Like I don't even need to see the floor. I know what's happening. I loved it, man.
Yeah. It took some good used to working together. You know, knowing when to talk, when not to talk, and trying to feed off each other. He's listening to the guy in the truck, and you watching things on the TV screen that's right in front of you.
Gotcha.
You know, and then dealing with the fans around you.
Oh my God!
Could you hear
kids behind you?
Oh,
that one kid behind you was cussing up a storm.
So you could
he was heckling. Bro. Now on the broadcast side, I don't know if you can, pick it up from there.
Yeah.
But from your live feed, man, you can hear him cussing up a storm.
He was horrible.
He was heckling them kids,
bro.
Number 2.
Yeah.
You sorry, number 2.
Yeah. I'm about to get in your moms and all this, bro. I was like, and it took everything in me not to say something because I'm like, don't you know we on a bro? You see how you sit next to me right now?
Yes.
That's how close he was, bro. He was right next to the table.
Bro, he was loud. He was loud.
Bro. Every time Chippewa Valley made a 3-pointer, this dude was on the ground humping the air.
Oh.
Like, it was one of the craziest things. And I know these kids are out of their minds lately, but I really want. The referee at one point was looking at him, and I wanted to be like, bro, where your mama at, bro? Like, I know your mama don't want you up here talking like this, young man. Man, B said, y'all gonna have to cut out that student.
Man, he was loud, bro.
Man.
He was heckling every kid. Hey, number 2, hey, number 23, you suck. He was going hard.
And just dropping the N-word, the F-bomb. I'm like, bro.
I was like, look at y'all trying to be professional.
Yeah. Because he was literally like right here.
There.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he came through loud and clear.
Oh, man. I'm thinking like, and they, you know what? They didn't say anything in the truck. So I wonder how is it that they was able to get him out of that sound?
Yeah.
Because the microphone you saw we had on was nice, real close. So yeah, man, that little kid was going in. But it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I got to see my nephew play and definitely not root for him while being on the air. Yep. And trying to be professional and not say certain things. And so it was a lot of fun. I hope we gave my man our numbers, and I hope he hits us up again.
That's dope, man. It was great to see you in that vein, man.
Yeah,
it was good to see you. UNC did your thing.
Yeah, shout out to the Sports Dad Cephas, man. Enjoy it.
All right. So next up, we got college football playoffs, college football championship game. Man. The championship game is this Monday. It's going to be in New Orleans, right?
Yep.
So LSU got a home field advantage.
Yeah.
You got the LSU Tigers, number 1 ranked team, versus the Clemson Tigers, the number 3 ranked team. Going at it. Clemson got through Ohio State. LSU destroyed Oklahoma. Now we at the game.
Yep.
How you see it going? Who you got?
Woo! I can't wait. This is gonna be one of them boys.
You think so?
Oh man, I hope so.
Okay.
And now when I give you my pick in the final, you're going to think that don't sound like it was one of them boys. But really, at the end of the day, bro, I think at some point in this game, both teams are going to impose their will.
Yeah.
However, I really think what this boils down to is, to me, I like Joe Burrow over Sunshine right now. The dude's completion rate is 70%. The dude is throwing darts, sir. Don't look crazy. You've seen it for yourself. Okay. Now I know that's your guy.
I'm just gonna let it breathe. I'm gonna let it breathe. I'm not coming at you.
You want him as on your team. You want him as a Lion. Next year's draft. But I'm gonna say this, bro. Burrow has been unstoppable. Not just in the playoff, but this dude's been throwing lasers.
That's a fact.
They got multiple 1,000-yard receivers.
That's a fact.
And the running back is the one they don't talk about.
Ralph said Joe Burrow.
Yes, sir.
Exclamation point.
The running back is the one they don't talk. Y'all, they're not talking about him. And he's like an Ingram Kamara mix. This dude can catch it, and he can give you the ball out the backfield. They have the full package on offense. And you got to throw a little love to the tight end, the Thaddeus Moss. A little love. At the end of the day, bro, this offense is loaded. So I think and believe. Now, listen, on the other side of the ball, Clemson, same thing. They're loaded, but here's what I haven't seen out of Clemson that I believe is going to be a factor in this game and why I'm going to pick who I'm going to pick. Clemson's offense sputters at times. They are relying a lot on Trevor, right? And that's his first name?
Yes, his first name is Trevor.
Trevor, to run the ball in that RPO setup. It kind of sets everything up. ETN at running back, nice. No dog players, though, at the receiver position. I think the sputtering of Clemson is what's going to cause LSU to be able to jump out and get a lead that they will not ever release. Now, will it get close? Absolutely. I believe this game is going to, at the end, I believe we're going to have a moment where it's like there might be a win or a lose hanging in the balance.
Okay.
But my pick in this game, both defenses kind of match each other. That secondary for LSU is dope. Be interesting. They got a great safety, Thorpe Award winner. I like to win this game. 34-28. All right. 34-28 LSU.
34-28.
And I think LSU gets a lead. Clemson fights back. You get a little back and forth, and Clemson will have that chance to score and maybe get the 2 point to take the lead. But LSU gets a stop late. 34-28 LSU in a classic.
Oof.
We go enjoy it, even though I think at some point in time LSU will be up by 2 touchdowns. I feel like LSU is going to get up on these guys, but you can't clown out Clemson. The God factor with Clemson, bro. Every interview after that Ohio State game, we want to thank God. God is amazing. He's the head of our lives.
Yeah.
The God factor, boy. Dabo got to believe it.
How would you win this game before I start? I just want to give
thanks
to Lord.
Everybody lift your hands up. You got to praise him first. They believe, and that will help them. But LSU, that offense is overwhelming, bro.
Ralph is with you.
Ralph is with me.
He's picking those Tigers.
Yeah, right. That's what guys with Clemson. Ralph like the Tigers. Who you like, Brian?
They both the Tigers.
They both right. LSU.
You like the LSU Tigers.
Ralph like LSU.
All right. Now, I cannot come here 1 week.
That's true. You cannot.
And sing the praises of Sunshine, Mr. Trevor Lawrence, himself, the man, the myth, the legend. I can.
Woo! Y'all hear that? His Lion fandom, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming out. The man, the myth, the legend. He's setting it up for the future.
I cannot
set
this man up and then not pick him in the biggest game of the year. LSU is a dog.
Yes, they are.
They are dogs. The most scary part of them is the receiving core. Like those guys are borderline unguardable.
Yep.
So you just got to put clamps on that. I know their safety. He's an All-American, number 11.
And don't forget about number 7.
He got to be like triplicates out there. Just guard.
So LSU defense.
No, Clemson.
Yeah.
That dude got to be everywhere.
Yes.
So, but I'm going with my man. I'm running with Ronnie Bass. Okay, he can do the pitch. He can do everything. He can run the RPO. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He can do it all.
Can they score with LSU?
I'm gonna say yes.
Ooh, you don't feel confident.
I'm gonna say yes. I don't.
There's hesitancy
I
there.
don't feel confident because this is a good matchup.
It's a good matchup.
LSU on paper is the dominant team.
Yes.
LSU on film is the dominant team.
You said it right there. There's nothing fake about
There's
this
nothing
team.
fake about this.
Absolutely.
Team. Joe Burrow is a beast. I'm giving it to him.
Yep.
Those darts he was throwing, they were on point.
Yep.
But it was against Oklahoma. So
okay. All right, fair. Because they don't play defense in the Big 12. Fair. We knew, but did we know it was gonna be like that?
No.
Did you think 8 touchdowns, 7 that he threw and 1 he scored by himself?
Yeah, it was impressive. Okay. It definitely was impressive.
I know I ain't gonna get you to change your mind.
It was definitely impressive. I believe in Dabo, and Dabo I trust.
Okay.
And Dabo I trust. The defense isn't as like last year's defense. It's not as good as Deshaun Watson's defense, but it'll hold for now. Just run the ball. Give ETN the ball. Run the ball if you can. Trevor Lawrence, run the ball. Just try to keep the offense off the field.
They're gonna have to, right?
Yeah.
That's the game plan, right?
That's the game plan.
Run the ball.
I trust Dabo. I'm going. Oh, is that too many points? That's too many points.
They both can score. They both can score, but that don't. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm going Clemson 41-38.
Oh, 41.
41-38. I'm going Clemson. Shootout. Bang, 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 bang. I'm going for just an all-time classic.
41-38.
41-38. I'm going for it.
That's a lot of points.
I'm going for it.
That's a lot
of points.
41 is a lot of points.
I'm going for it.
Hey man, if we see that, that's a classic too.
That's a game.
It would be cool to see just right hook back, uppercut back. It would really be cool to see that take place. But man, are you sure 41 points?
I'm going 41.
41-38. I got 34-28. You calling it for Clemson. I'm calling it for LSU.
Yep.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
And with Ed Orgeron, who can't talk. How does he give a motivating speech? Y'all got to be really quiet.
You got to be really quiet, yo.
Really quiet.
You got to be just sitting there trying to concentrate on everything he say.
Like
Coach O.
And like Coach O must have smoked a lot. You think? Or maybe he overcame like throat cancer or something.
Oh yeah, don't say that.
I'm just saying like something to the voice, right?
Maybe.
But what a story, right? From New Orleans. He's from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Head coach of your dream team, and you look up and here you go. It's like, let's do it. What an amazing thing. You gotta do the thing down, but you can't do it all at the top because they grab that. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Move up. Yeah, but I'm excited, man. This is gonna be fun. See, what's up, man? I see you in there. We shouted you out at the beginning. Hope you heard it. Sports Dad Steve's in the building, ladies and gent. Madison Heights Eagle legend, all-state quarterback Austin Brown in the building, or maybe that's probably Austin. So there you go, 41-38, 41 points. Dre.
I'm going with Sunshine.
Clemson.
Let's go.
All right, I got LSU. I got LSU 34.
But if they lose, I'm not
38. 34.
There is no confidence in this bit. There's confidence, but like I could go either way. Honestly, I can go either way.
All right. So LSU 41. Clemson 41-38.
Mm-hmm.
LSU 34-28.
Got you.
All right. That's gonna be fun.
That's it, man.
I hope y'all enjoy it,
That's
man.
gonna be the end of college
That's the end.
football.
Slowly but surely, we're losing all of our sanctity here. Like, get ready to. Hey, we're getting closer and closer to the season of boredom.
Yeah.
Where like for me, I'll watch a little baseball, but
I can't.
in a minute, it's.
I watch Game 7 of the World Series. That's what I watch.
Wow.
That's the only baseball I watch.
So it's about to be the season of boredom, but we're gonna find ways to stay busy.
Goodbye, college football.
Preparing for our football season next year.
Yep. And Wayne State football.
Hey! Yeah, shout out to Miles and Myron. Committed to Wayne State. Full ride. Congratulations, Jim.
Getting ready for it. Can't wait. All right, so that's college. Let's pivot over to the NFL. A lot of news in the NFL before we get to the actual games. We did our predictions last week on those wildcard games. Before we actually get to how those games turned out, a lot of news is out, a lot of coaching changes.
Yeah.
The biggest coaching change so far, Mike McCarthy, a guy that you said last week you wouldn't mind being a Cleveland head coach, is now the Dallas head coach.
Yep.
Forced to keep Kellen Moore as his offensive coordinator, bringing in his own defensive coordinator, slept over at Jerry World, didn't leave without a deal.
Right. Pretty much.
So does this put the Cowboys over the edge? I know you wanted McCarthy for your team. Does he fit with Dallas?
I think yes, because I know I saw a lot of debating about he was a little behind the times offensively. That was kind of how him and Aaron Rodgers didn't get along at the end, and they were like, come on, we need some more, we need something different.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what he brings, is that I still feel like that's better than what was happening down there. Only thing is he had to keep the OC.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, the influence of Jerry, you really wanted this job if you're Mike McCarthy, because you took this job and already there's the cloud, right? Like you can't come in here and do all of what you want.
Right.
You need to let me choose. That's annoying, but no need to harp on it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I feel like this at least helps them become consistent favorites in the East. I think he'll help in that area. I think if Philadelphia gets healthy and Dallas gets better with this coaching piece, because Dallas got players on both sides of the ball.
Great roster.
Yeah, it's so obviously this is one of those things where you feel like they're missing the coach. I like him. Never been a big fan of his predecessor. I wasn't. So I feel like this puts him in that realm now where maybe we'll see. That was weird. It just started. Maybe we will see more of a consistent rivalry between Eagles and Cowboys, and we don't have to deal with like an 8-8 team making the playoffs, knowing that they're going to lose as soon as they get there. Although they gave Seattle a fight, but McCarthy to me is an up. I think Dallas definitely needed that. I think you could argue he's the best of the retread that's out there right now.
Okay.
And I like it. I was a fan of him being in Cleveland. So, and at least he would have had to be able to pick his own OC and his own DC. But hey, he decided to go to Dallas, and he felt like that was his dream job. So, congrats to the man. You got your dream job.
Yeah, dream job. Sometimes you just can't.
Got to go after it.
Run away from.
That's right.
You got to go ahead and take it.
If Michigan calls me one day,
okay. Even if the circumstances aren't the best, you still got to shoot your shot.
Everybody else got to understand.
Yep, you got to shoot your shot.
That's fair.
All right. Well, who else? The Giants got a new coach, the wide receiver special teams coordinator from New England. That's a hell of a jump from special teams assistant and wide receiver coach to head coach.
I like how you said that too. You said it so easily. Like
that's a hell of a jump.
It absolutely is. I like how it flowed out. Like because if I was introducing that one, I would have just went nuts right away. Like what? When I read that, I was like,
he talked a good game in his press conference. I don't. But wait and see. I don't know. What are the Giants doing here?
Is he qualified? Like, was there something else on his resume?
He worked at New England. I don't know.
Did he call? He was a head coach like at a small college school or
I
something.
don't know.
What's his name?
Joe Judge.
It sounds like he's a boomer. Like, doesn't it sound like? Okay, I'm sorry, Joe Judge. I had to do a Stephen A. on you. I don't know you. There's nothing against you. But when you announce that, like, see how you let it flow out?
Mm-hmm.
When you say former New England's wide receiver coach Joe Judge was hired today for the New York Giants head coaching position,
Mm-hmm.
that little phrase, wide receiver coach Joe Judge,
Mm-hmm.
his name don't even like light up.
Right.
It's like
Here's
Joe Judge.
Here's his career history. 05-07, Mississippi State graduate assistant. 08, Birmingham Southern linebackers coach. 09 to 2011, special teams assistant at Alabama. 2012-2014, special teams assistant. 2015-2018, special teams coordinator. Last year, special teams coordinator, wide receivers coach. This year, coming up, head coach. He was never a position coach. I mean, he was never a coordinator.
He was barely a position coach.
Yeah, he's been a linebackers coach
And a wide receivers
and
coach.
a wide receivers coach, all special teams, and never a coordinator.
Well, hey, the Giants are going to be good at punting next year.
Oh God, you're such an ass.
I was saying, like, hey man, kickoffs. What my man for former analyst, now coach of Arizona State Cardinals. Hey, it's three phases in the game: offense, defense, and special teams. He got the special teams part down pat.
His head coaching record is 0-0-0.
This dude's never been a coordinator.
Never been a coordinator.
Never been. He's been a position coach twice.
Yes.
Outside of that, he's been an assistant.
Yes. He's only been in the NFL
since he joined the Patriots, right?
Yes. He's only been in the NFL since 2012.
That's that. Okay.
So he's got 8 years in the league. All special teams. 1 year as a receivers coach.
Listen, on the side, Mr. Judge, Coach Judge, if you would.
Coach Judge. Yeah, get that man his title.
Yeah. If you would, Coach Judge, can you do an interview seminar? Like, just do a seminar. He should do an interview seminar. How to like this dude can make some money. Like, he can actually travel the country and do just 30-minute sessions on how I went from
sell me this pick.
Yeah, like what did he say? What did he say? Who's a GM? Is it Gettleman?
Oh, yep.
What did he say in his interview?
Listen, his press conference, Joe Judge won at his introductory press conference.
Did he?
With his intensity, said CBS Sports.
Well, that you know why, right? They didn't expect him to be very intense to start. He was a wide receivers coach.
We are going to put a product on the field that the people of this city and region are going to be proud of, because this team will represent this area. We will play fast. We will play downhill. We will play aggressive. We will punch you in the nose, not mouth, nose, for 60 minutes. We will play every play like it's a history and a life of its own with a relentless competitive attitude. We will play fundamentally sound, and we will not beat ourselves. That is our mission right here. That was Coach Joe Judge in his introductory press conference.
And then he went and looked at the roster, and he noticed no number one receiver.
Oh, my God.
You have a second-year quarterback who's going to go through a sophomore slump, and you have Saquon. That's all you have already.
Listen.
And he won, right? He won with that speech?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
None of that's believable. They won how many games this year? 3?
I think 5, actually. I think they won a couple games.
They won 5 games. The New York Giants
Listen, they
finished the season at 4-12.
in between 2-5. Listen, he learned from Nick Saban. He learned from Bill Belichick. He should be able to, conduct himself properly as one of the 32 jobs in the whole world.
I want to sit at his feet and learn how to interview.
Sit at his feet
and learn how to interview. Bro.
I want his PowerPoint.
That's right. What did he say? If Joe Judge, ladies and gentlemen, if Barack Obama can be president, I can too. And as a football coach, if Joe Judge can be a head coach in the NFL, you can too. If you have any aspirations to coach in the NFL, Joe Judge has just paved the way for you. Go out and find yourselves some special teams jobs. Be a special teams assistant. Move to coordinator. Coach a couple of units, and you will get your shot. He just paved the way. Linebackers and wide receivers, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Wait. The wide receivers in New England, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Name them.
Yeah. And then
yep, keep going, right?
Yeah. and then the Baylor head coach got the Panthers job.
Holy, you weren't leaving Mike Rule or Brett Rule or what's his name? Rule.
Let's go Rule.
Like they extend him before he left? I could have swore like
they gave him money.
Everybody was like, he's leaving. He was like, no, I'm not interested. Well, actually, he wasn't interested in the Cleveland job. He did turn that job down, and then he ended up going to Carolina. So, Cam in the Bears jersey.
His quote was, he was going to meet with the GM and meet with management to see how they're going to move forward with Cam Newton. He couldn't comment on it.
Cam in the Bears jersey. Fellas, hey, mount up. Hey, Lions Bears.
Lions Bears.
Let's make a road trip. I'd love to see Cam and JoJo got a road too.
We in there.
Man, oh man.
Okay. Anybody else get hired? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, everybody else just got interviews. And that's it. The only team left is Cleveland.
The only team left.
The only team left is Cleveland.
It's Cleveland, sir. Who you want? If it just popped up alert right now on your phone, the Cleveland Browns hire, and you won't go, oh man. Because if they would have said Cleveland Browns hired Joe Judge, you would have been like,
oh God.
Beep, beep, beep.
Listen. Y'all remember Dre when they drafted an offensive lineman again last year? Listen. Listen, I would have lost my
beep,
man. Listen, I'm feeling like, so I'm thinking about it, like I'm wondering who do we, I'm thinking Josh McDaniels.
Cleveland, Josh McDaniels.
Because I don't know how I feel about another first year guy. That's my concern. It's like we're going to get another first year guy to almost, and I hate to assume it, but have the same issues. Like I need a guy that has some credibility with these guys in the locker room. And he's been an OC, and actually he did a good job in Denver, low key. It was just some other issues there.
Okay.
But he's been an OC and he's got rings. Offensively, the guys, that's the side of the ball that you need to really get to flow again, because it just looked bad all season.
You got pieces.
And you got pieces. So it's not like he's right, definitely the offensive line. But it's not like he's starting out, with nothing. So bring him in. I'll say it. I want Josh McDaniels. That's what I want.
All right. Ian Rappaport, the Browns are committed to their process and taking their time with the coaching search. To that end, no firm decision is expected today, despite Josh McDaniels and his wife being in the building. Coaching search rolls on. That was of 3:30 p.m. today, which is the 10th.
Not surprised. You don't have to rush it. Hey, listen, and he's the local guy. Come on, guys. He's a local guy. Played at John Carroll. He's a local guy. I'm going to tell you my number one fear, though.
Okay.
If Josh McDaniel comes to the Browns, here's my number one fear.
Number one fear.
That we end up being like the Lions.
Oh, you had to find a way.
Let me tell you why, though. Hear me out.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you have to. It's not because the rumor is he wants to bring. He gets the choice of GM, right?
Okay.
And rumor is there's a guy in New England that they're really good, they're really cool, they work together well. He's gonna bring him, and then we're gonna be talking that dang on Patriots Midwest bull crap.
Yeah, we tried it.
And I don't like that. That's the part I don't like. That's the only thing I don't want to say I don't like. That's my concern.
That's your concern.
I don't want to have that
concern
issue. And then now you're trying to make us like the Patriots. Don't do that. Bring what you've learned and do your own thing in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's my hope for it. That's why I'm concerned. There it is. See, it was a jab, but I have a valid jab.
Valid jab. Okay.
Didn't really mean it to be a jab, more or less.
I like McDaniels there. He's an offensive, guy. Very smart on his adjustments, in-game adjustments. I'm a Patriots fan, so I watch a lot of their film, a lot of their YouTube series. When they went through their championship runs, they had a kind of do your job was kind of their behind the scenes kind of thing. And McDaniels and Bill Belichick had a lot of, whiteboard moments and film moments on how Josh McDaniels made those corrections in game,
right?
And just to see how those panned out, how they won the Super Bowls, the games leading up to the Super Bowls. So you definitely, if you do get Josh McDaniels, you definitely have a good X's and O's coach. Like he's learned from the best, and he seems like a guy that put his own spin on it. Why he didn't go to the Indianapolis Colts a couple years ago would probably be like a huge question in that interview process. I would ask, like, you were in line, like that was your gig.
It was your gig. Like you committed.
Yeah.
And you didn't back out.
Why did you back out? What happened then? Yeah. Did Bill promise you that you was gonna be the next Patriots head coach? Like that's what I would think. Like this, hey, hang in there with me for another 5, and then I bow out, and this whole thing will be yours.
Or maybe you knew about Andrew Luck.
Or maybe you knew about Andrew Luck. Maybe you knew you were gonna have a franchise quarterback. So that's probably one of the main ifs I have. You had your opportunity to be a head coach, and you didn't take it. Yeah. You got a ring out of it, so you definitely made the right decision.
Agreed.
But I just want to know, like, what was your thinking there?
Yeah, I agree. You definitely got to ask that question. He likes it. It's already been reported. He loves Baker Mayfield. He met with him pre-draft, and actually pretty much they let it be known that if he was available, there could have been a potential trade up to get him. So you don't have to really worry about that. I think there could be a level of respect there. But again, if you walk in the building with all 6 rings, right?
All 6 rings.
Yeah, you were there for the whole run.
There for the whole thing.
So
I don't know. Was he there for the first 3? Let me see how many rings he got.
Yeah, I mean that would be, I guess. But even at this point,
3 is enough for Cleveland.
3 versus 6. It's an opportunity, and to know that we did have Bill Belichick in his young days, and he goes on to New England, becomes the greatest of all time from a coaching perspective. It's nice to have somebody out of that pedigree on the offensive side of the ball, and then he's got to go out and get the right defensive guys and bring his coaches in. So, yeah, I'm on that. That's the bandwagon I'm on. McCarthy is what I wanted first, but
yeah, he got all 6.
Yeah, see, let's go. And he doesn't have to sit in there and say, "Hey, this is what we did when we just come in." You got personnel, bro. You got a potential freak of nature at tight end. You know what you got at receiver. You know what you got at quarterback. You got a 1,000-yard rusher 2 years in a row at running back. And you guys, and if I'm them from a draft perspective, well, here's what I would like to see. I'm gonna tell you right now up front.
Yeah.
Your first 2-3 picks, O-line.
Yeah.
like I need to see you go O-line. Like find the best. I'm all right with the Browns.
You definitely got to short
taking O-line at wherever they are in the
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, just take
O-line.
Just take O-line, bro.
And get your best 5 out there.
That's it. Like if they're picking like 11th or something weird like that, some weird number. Whoever the best O-line is at that spot,
left over, it should go to O-lineman.
Yep, take them.
It should go to O-lineman, DBs, O-lineman.
Yep. You can never, like you said, never have too many DBs.
Those should be your positions.
And maybe get you another linebacker somewhere in there that's maybe a little jewel or something. But please, you got 2 running backs. You got
Tight
a
ends,
quarterback. You got
receivers.
tight ends, receivers
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
You need old linemen. You even got a couple good old linemen.
Yeah.
You need a good firm 2 old
You need
linemen
2
to help.
tackles.
Yep. You need 2 tackles pretty much. You got a great center, a couple good guards. Get you 2 tackles,
Yep.
and then the rest, invest in that defense
Yep.
and just continue to build like you've done. No trades needed this summer. So no big free agent splash. Everybody's in the building, getting better, realizing last year we talked a lot, thought it was just go snap our fingers and we was going to become a different Browns team.
Yeah.
This year, put in the work, take care of the details, fresh mind, fresh attitude in the building. Let's go.
One thing that'll help too, we talked about that sophomore slump.
He's
Baker
out.
Mayfield
God,
out the slump.
I couldn't wait.
And you know, Josh McDaniels, he does. I mean, look what he did with Tim Tebow, right?
Yep.
He made Tebow a quarterback.
Yep.
For a whole season playoff game, he made Tebow what he was.
And they won a playoff game too.
Yeah, they
off
beat-
of that miracle
Yep.
that play.
He
Yeah.
beat they play zero covers, thinking that they can just blitz the life out of them.
And what, Demaryius Thomas?
Quick slant to Demaryius Thomas is
Touchdown.
over. In overtime. So if he can do that with Tim Tebow, I'm pretty sure that he can do a great job with Baker Mayfield, going through his progressions quicker, giving him quicker routes, you know, knowing the personnel around him.
And understanding how to get your receivers in places they like to be.
Yep.
Get OBJ down the field.
Yep.
You know, he don't just want to. He told y'all from New York, he don't just want to run slants.
Yep.
And I know you've been. If you were playing them, I know you've been watching.
Yep.
If I had OBJ, I would
Yep.
this.
I would this.
You know,
treat him like the Moss days.
exactly.
You know, have him run a 9 route and just go get the ball.
One thing Josh McDaniels never had besides Moss was a receiver.
As a receiver, but he made those other receivers look good.
That's right.
You know, use Landry as one of your shifty inside guys.
Yep.
How Edelman and
All them
Wes
guys.
Welker and Deion Branch,
Yeah.
all those guys made their money off of. He can just beat that, and he's better than all 3 of them.
Exactly.
He has a better skill set
Exactly.
than all 3 of them. He got better hands. He's a guy who caught 100 balls in multiple years. So you definitely got a thing there. What was thrown out this weekend? I threw it out to you early in the
I
week.
hate this.
Get up was in my text messages.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, what about a package deal? Getting Josh McDaniels, does that give you the inside track to Tom Brady? The GOAT, the legend, suiting up for a couple years as a Brown. He got his offensive coordinator, somebody he probably gets along with better than he did Bill. Put him in a great situation. You don't want the GOAT on your team with those weapons. What was the knock on Tom Brady this year? He didn't have the weapons before elite quarterback, right? He's the best in the world. He can turn anybody into anything. He can win a Super Bowl with these guys, right? This year it was he needs help. He's not that guy anymore, but he's still a great quarterback. He's still a tactician with the ball. He just needs somebody to get the ball too. So you insert him into that lineup, into that offense, get him some protection with those receivers. You don't think you're a playoff team with Tom Brady, with Baker Mayfield lying in the cut, learning from the GOAT? You're not taking that with you?
So isn't this a volatile situation if you bring Brady in?
Why
Like, to
would
me,
you be? You're not allowed to be if you're Baker Mayfield. You're talking
Really?
about from Baker Mayfield?
So
Oh my
So-
God! People didn't call him a douche before, you don't think he would get raked over the coals if he had any? Of course, you want to compete. You want to go out there and play, right?
but if Brady leaves after what? What are we getting?
Let's
What am I
get 2.
getting?
You get 2 years of Brady. Let's say you get 2
Okay,
years of
so
Brady.
I'm entertaining this. If Brady leaves after 2 years, what's the attitude of Baker Mayfield?
You just learn from the greatest of all time.
I'm not going to admit on air that I'm
1,
going to be a
2,
believer
2
in
years.
this.
Then you work on your 5th year option year.
Ugh. It feels like to me it's going to be a clunker. It just feels like it's overcrowding. I don't know. Some don't feel right about it.
You're choosing Baker Mayfield over Tom Brady.
Let's be clear. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Trick, entrapment. I'm not choosing anyone over anyone. Don't do that. I'm saying to
This
you.
is gonna be the clip.
I'm saying to you that something doesn't feel right about that. It's almost like, I guess it would feel better to me if there had been this veteran there already. Baker's been sitting, and then Brady comes in and Baker hasn't already played. Like, something feels weird about taking a man's starting job away that he earned. He took it from Tyrod Taylor. He
took it from Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, but he took it. The man's earned, so
But he threw 21 interceptions last year.
Hey, sophomore slump.
So does he really deserve it? And that's the knock on him, right? So much was given to him early that maybe he didn't know how to handle it. So let's bring it back a little bit.
Well, why not let him learn from going through that? He's out of his sophomore year. He's learned. Now let's let him progress.
Okay,
Are we stunting his growth?
No, let's take sophomore slump out of it. He regressed. He regressed hard.
Sophomore slump. I know you said take it out. Take it out.
He regressed hard. They gave him the keys to Cleveland early. That's a lot of pressure. They gave him great weapons to where it was undeniable that they had to win these games early.
Right.
He's on every commercial every 3 minutes on ESPN. Who has live sports?
Progressive. Cleaning up his house.
So he got the keys to the city super early. Maybe just a reset, hey, let's dial it back. My man Tom here, who you have to respect. If you speak out against Tom Brady, you can say, I want to compete. I was starting quarterback. It sucks not to be out there, but I'm learning from the GOAT. And in 1 or 2 years, I get the job back, and I know everything that I wish I knew then, I know now. We all say that as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could apply it now.
So it'll be like A-Rod sitting behind Brett Favre, because he sat behind him.
But it's different though. But A-Rod would have played 2 seasons, and then Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
the part about it that's weird is he plays, and then you bring a guy in.
It's like Teddy Bridgewater, and then Brett Favre comes out of nowhere and takes your job.
Right.
I don't even know if they was around at the same time. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But it's a legend. He automatically dethrones you. He's the greatest. He automatically dethrones you.
He does. I'm not. So
the
let me be clear.
Bad thing
let me be clear. I'm not saying that he doesn't automatically dethrone. I agree.
The only bad thing out of this is if Brady stinks up the joint and they're calling for Baker.
Oh my God. Something does. Back to my original disposition. Something doesn't feel right.
That's the only way I can see this go bad.
Do you think?
When does McDaniels bench Brady and bring in Baker?
And now we have another media circus in Cleveland. There were times this year I just wanted peace.
Yeah.
Please don't let another dumb report about OBJ come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right, bro. Because if you get
help you out there.
If you get an offensive line, right? Because Brady ain't running nowhere.
Right.
So if you get this offensive line situation taken care of.
Okay.
All right. Brady's there. If the question that has to be asked, along with he needed help this year, and I'm asking this, I'm not suggesting, I'm asking. Give me your honest opinion. Did you see a decline in his play?
Who?
Brady.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we giving him a pass on his decline by saying he needed help and saying that his decline doesn't follow him to Cleveland? And so the help's going to outweigh his decline? How do we measure his decline this year to understand, is that the right move? I get what you're saying. It's the GOAT. Right. So that's automatic. You don't want Tom Brady off of the GOAT status. Who wouldn't want Tom Brady?
Right.
My question though is, the uneasiness of these things creates a huge drama on the lakefront.
Let me ask you this.
If this don't go right.
If Baker wasn't on the team, would you take Tom Brady?
Hell yes. because that means we probably are playing with Joe Budden.
Right.
So,
Right.
and we probably just hired Coach Joe, wide receiver coach. I mean, if Baker,
let's say, okay, you had
Baker's not playing,
you had
a lot of
Tyrod
things where we
Taylor
are.
all year. Baker's not on the team.
I'm taking Tom
Joshua
Brady.
Daniel comes.
I'm taking Tom Brady.
You're taking Tom Brady.
Absolutely. The difference is not. I think any player you put in there,
Even if with even declining Tom Brady.
yes, because any player you insert, you got to remember, Baker Mayfield is better than Tyrod Taylor to me. Like, I'll take Tyrod Taylor was on the team when Baker got drafted. Yes, like we weren't going anywhere with Tyrod Taylor.
Right.
Baker comes in and he at least restores some hope.
Right.
All right.
But
And then did he regress? Yes. All right. Now, all the history has it, they all regress. That third year is the year.
most of them, yep.
Majority of in the third year there, you find out they turn the corner or they are who you thought they were from season 2. So anybody you name had to been there minus Baker, absolutely. The thing I guess that's uneasiest about it is Baker comes in and does upgrade that from the beginning.
From Tyrod Taylor.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now.
So it looks good. But maybe it's not really that good though.
But I don't know.
You found out this year that it wasn't.
No. I found out this year that I thought that he would avoid what, to your point, seems to be inevitable in every young quarterback's career. I mean, if you look around the league, look at your second year guys.
Yeah.
They all regressed a little bit.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes didn't throw 50 this year, right?
Yeah.
His regression is you got to come down from where he was. Jared Goff regressed.
Yeah.
They all regressed.
Yes.
So historically,
year 2 and 3 are tough.
All right.
So it hits some harder than others.
All right.
Lamar Jackson's flourishing right now, but technically right now he's
still in year one.
First season.
Yep, he's still in year one.
Until he played at the end of last season.
Exactly.
Right?
You can argue that for Baker. Baker showed up game, 7? So he played half a season, right?
So, but my thing, I always said that because you were going into a realm of why would I take a declining quarterback just because he has weapons? My thing was, I think your reservation comes from you don't want to stunt Baker, not necessarily Brady's decline. Because you would take Brady regardless, whether he's declining or not. You don't want to stunt Baker.
No, let me qualify. Let me give you the whole picture. Okay. Stunning Baker is a part of that discussion, absolutely. All right. And I get the critic that would say, to your point, but it's the GOAT. The stunt is worth it. I hear you there. I'm a Clevelander, bro. Mm-hmm. You're a Lions fan, sir. I had hope. Real hope. Okay. Y'all hope is different. I had Cleveland.
You had hope.
Okay. And so what you learn being a Detroiter,
yep,
a Detroit sports fan, and a Cleveland sports fan,
yep,
is you always hope or believe with reservation.
Yep.
You always set yourself up for the this makes sense. It's Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes sense. It's Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's not just Baker. It's also that sounds great, Brady in Cleveland, but something about it seems like fool's gold because it's Cleveland.
It's Cleveland.
It's the Browns.
Right.
Okay. And so because of that, I just don't feel right. You're not going to see me mad if this happens. I'm not going to get on this. What are you thinking? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to ride with it.
Okay.
And I'm going to celebrate it. And you won't be able to say, yeah, but don't try to act like you're happy now. You weren't happy before. Because you're not going to get me to say tonight anything against the GOAT that you can use against me later. I will be yelling Cleveland from the top of my lungs, make the playoffs next year with Tom Brady. Just like I will with Baker. And I will say, Dre, you were right, but you will not be able to catch me saying, oh, don't change your story now. Because it ain't happening, bro.
Okay.
It's the Cleveland in me. Something don't feel right.
Remove that element.
I can't. You removed the Detroit Lions SOL element from yourself. Can't. It's ingrained in us. It's in the fabric. It's a part of my marrow.
Like I said, the only bad thing that can come out of this is if Brady just looks horrible.
Sir.
And the fans are going, Baker, Baker, Baker.
And I tell you, where is the one place that could happen?
Detroit. And Josh McDaniels has to have a come to Jesus moment with the guy he brought in. Like, I have to sit you for Baker Mayfield.
Only in Cleveland.
Listen, I
gotta listen to Sports Talk for a week. That'll be turn off ESPN for 2 weeks.
Bro.
It'll just be boiling every day. Every day. Should McDaniels sit Tom Brady? Should McDaniels sit Tom Brady? Oh. I will caution every Cleveland fan out there, if Brady was to be in Cleveland next season, do not start talking about the Super Bowl. Don't. Stop.
It's a good correlation, though.
It's Cleveland.
Bro, last year, you were like, this year, or last year, Cleveland, 13-3, we're going to the AFC Championship game. Woo woo.
12-4. And I'm admittedly saying right now that I overdid it.
Okay.
I was excited.
So
we were horrible.
If you're excited.
I got Odell. I got Odell in the summer. Bro, coming off of like winning the last 6 out of 8 games. I got Odell. What did you expect me to do? What did you expect from me? I'm sorry. I erred in my ways. You can definitely get me on that.
So, but you can't tell the next Cleveland fan not to jump out the window when Tom Brady comes.
Yes, you can.
No,
because that next Cleveland fan was with me. They were riding with me in my 12-4 prediction, sir.
Listen.
They were with me.
Tom
and now
Brady
we're all sitting here going, boom, boom, boom.
Listen, at work, my head chef and the cook was talking about, hey, man, tell him Tom Brady can come to Detroit. I said, I will not. I would not do that. She's like, you got Matt Patricia, you got Quinn, you got a good wide receiver. Like, Galladay.
Oh my God, stop.
Listen, Kenny Galladay led the league in touchdowns. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so proud to say that stat.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
It
was a tie, but he led it.
Yeah, like 400 yards.
No, he was over 1,000 yards this year. Thank you very much. 14 touchdowns.
He's the only guy on the team.
Thank you very much.
Danny Amendola is the second guy.
Jeez.
That's the only guy they throw to. Guys, listen, Detroit.
Listen, we're not going there. We're not going there.
That is fool's gold, sir. It's like having a good NBA.
Say that,
it's like being on a sorry NBA team and believing that one player that scores 25 a night is an all-star. He's not. He's scoring that because there's nobody else to score. That's how it works. Galladay is fool's gold, sir. He's fool's gold. Doesn't even sound like he might as well sound like a wide receiver just as much as Coach Joe Schmuck sounds like a coach for the Giants. Kenny Galladay is fool's gold. Fool's gold, sir.
All right, so let's go to the games. It's just gonna destroy.
Don't bring Tom Brady.
It's gonna destroy me like that. I didn't even get I didn't even flush out the whole thing.
I'm so sorry. It was nothing to flush out.
Cleveland
It flushed.
For 20 minutes. I bring up the Lions and you just destroy it.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It is flushed. You didn't bring that up to discuss. You brought that up to point out. You started with, I'm not going to say that.
It's okay.
Tom Brady's not. Yeah, you don't want Tom Brady here.
It's okay. It's fine. All right. Just kill it. I don't even know what to say anymore. I want to bring up something else, Lions, but you're gonna destroy that.
I won't destroy it. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to do. I apologize.
Just let your frustration run it over
on
the Lions.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. That was not my intent tonight.
We can talk Lions next week. I'm not.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. NFL playoffs are this weekend. NFL playoffs are this weekend. Tom Brady lost. You were right. Titans won. Derrick Henry did that thing.
I'm proud of my prediction, sir.
All right. Eagles won.
Run the ball.
Big play to DK Metcalf to ice the game.
Seahawks. You said Eagles.
I'm sorry. Seahawks won. Big play to DK Metcalf to ice the game. Carson Wentz leaves in the first quarter with a concussion.
Dang.
That's all she wrote for them.
I mean, dang, bro. Is he just going to keep getting hurt?
He's just going to keep getting hurt.
Dang.
The Minnesota Vikings pull up the upset.
Oh, my God.
Against the New Orleans Saints. Shut them out in the second half.
What a disappointing game.
And they beat the Saints in the Superdome.
Pass interference?
It was a full extent elbow locked.
Definitely. I'm not blaming the win on it, but
yeah, I would definitely say offensive pass interference. I agree. Both of them jockey, I understand that, but elbow locked, that's pass interference.
Head back, like pass interference.
Yeah,
come on.
I'm with Rex Ryan though. The DB should have sold it a little harder.
Yeah,
try to get that play. Try to get that flag.
But come on, NFL, get it together, man. We can't just. Y'all just can't never get. I mean, y'all ratings are up this year. Good job. But I'm just saying, like every time,
poor New Orleans.
Screw New Orleans.
Poor New Orleans. And then thank you, sir. You read my mind. And then the Houston Texans beat up on.
It started out to be a good game, didn't it?
The Buffalo Bills.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Oh, sorry.
Buffalo looks good.
Yeah, they started out bang.
Buffalo looked good. Then Deshaun Watson just killed them. I feel bad saying this out loud.
I think I know where you're going.
I don't believe in the kid.
I
don't.
Hey,
everybody loves him.
God is with Clemson, bro.
Like, if people talk about Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, I don't put him in the same group with them. I don't. I don't rock with the cat like that. For some reason, he just don't get it for me. I think I'm by myself.
I rock with him, but not to the level that you are. You are right. I mean, he gets a lot.
Naturally, he gets a lot of love.
Mad love. Now I'm gonna tell you this though, the kid he's made some plays, like, and to also I think some of that comes from the fact he came back from that ACL. You know, like the kid was balling, he takes the ACL, and that was one of those injuries where I think he got the national love of like people were saddened by it because he was doing so well, and it happened to him. You know, same thing like with Teddy Bridgewater. Same thing is like those injuries hit them at the most unfortunate times.
Right.
Like, dang, these guys are balling. So I think he got that love. But I'm with you. Like the Texans are very underwhelming to me every year.
Every year.
Yeah, like we went into the weekend. I was going, really? We're gonna see another loss at home because I picked Buffalo, to be honest with you. And Buffalo too. Had a chance, a couple chances to win that game, especially when they got down and all you gotta do is kick this field goal and y'all just start going backwards. But I'm with you, bro.
One
more play. They're underwhelming as a team. I see why people show him the love, and I've seen him make some throws, and I'm like, ooh, let's go! Like he's throwing some balls on a dime, but
he just don't do it.
He not Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson to me. I'm with you on that.
He don't do it for me.
I got him in the top. I got him in the top 10. I mean, that's not saying much. I mean, NFL.
So what? Like quarterback rating, it would go like Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Garoppolo,
Drew Brees.
No, I'm saying in the playoffs right now.
Oh.
I guess I would go Watson before Garoppolo.
Yep.
Then Cousins and Tannehill.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So okay, so now we got the field is set, right? Saturday, Minnesota, San Francisco. Who you got?
San Francisco.
I
think they're actually going to shut them down.
Listen, you've been on Minnesota all year, and you just gonna keep on Minnesota, huh? Until they lose. Okay.
Yeah, they shut them down. 24-10.
All right. They say Thielen, injured his ankle during practice this week. Needed stitches, but they said he'll be ready to play.
What, he cut it on the blade of grass?
Cut it or something. I don't know. But I am going San Francisco too at home. I'll probably go 28-14.
Did you just question the fact that I on Minnesota all year and then you?
I picked against. But you would just be like, Minnesota's trash, and I don't expect them to score points.
Bro, New Orleans should have beat them. Bro. It's Kirk Cousins. They still never won a freaking playoff game. Like, doesn't win the big game ever.
You got the monkey off the back.
Yeah.
For New Orleans.
For New Orleans.
Baltimore hosting a playoff game against the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry versus Lamar Jackson. Who you got?
I want to be disrespectful here. I do. But I'm not going to be because you got to respect that running game from Tennessee.
Man, he looks slow, but he not.
No, yeah. He looks slow, but he big and got enough speed. You got to respect that running game. So because you have to respect that running game, I feel like this game's a little closer than I think the experts think because I'm not looking for Baltimore to do what we saw them do that night to the Rams, and everybody was like, "Oh snap!"
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm not looking. That was just precision. I'm not looking for that in the playoffs. I think it just gets tougher. You've been scouting Baltimore, Tennessee. You've definitely been scouting them early. I still like Baltimore in this one. I'm gonna go Baltimore 27-17.
Big trust.
Yep, 27-17.
Mark Ingram limited in practice all week. See how that goes. I think they can beat them without Mark Ingram. Their backup runs really hard as well.
Like it. I wanted to be disrespectful and go like 35-14.
The key for Tennessee is just to keep their offense on the field, right?
Yep.
Keep
Control
Lamar Jackson on the sideline.
Yep.
Derrick Henry needs like 40 carries.
But he can do it, though. That's the scary. That's what I say. Like, I want to be disrespectful because of what Baltimore has done to people, but you got to know that running the ball travels.
It's going to be hard. Yeah. Defense and run game definitely travels. It's definitely going to be hard. Baltimore's defense does do good, but they've been playing ahead all year. So if Tennessee can go up on them, score a couple touchdowns, it'll be fun to see how they respond after a week off. Is it too soon? This team has been talking about Super Bowl the last third of the season.
Yep.
So
they was riding high.
Much too soon for this team, or are they what we think they are?
We will find out.
I'm picking Baltimore. I do, that Baltimore Kansas City matchup in the AFC title game is going to be great. I want to see that. So I'm picking Baltimore. Let's go 31-17. 31-17 Baltimore.
That's a blowout.
Yep. All right. And then next, the first game on Sunday is Kansas City at Houston. Who you got?
Most disrespectful game of the weekend. 34-17.
You want all the games to be disrespectful. None of these games are going to be close to you.
Did I say that?
Every team that got a bye is dogging every team that just made it.
Just watch they all lose. No, to me, I'm back to my very underwhelmed Houston situation. But if Houston comes out of this thing with the win, I bet you we stay. We're going to be singing another tune next week about Sean Watson. Kansas City 31-17.
Yeah, I can't go against Pat Mahomes on this one.
Nope.
J.J. Watt had a great game. Good to see him come off of the injury, get a sack. The defense did good.
I got a feeling the weather's going to impact that.
In Arrowhead.
I think the Baltimore Tennessee game is going to be impacted by weather too.
In Baltimore, yeah, it's supposed to rain and some snow around this region, so you can only imagine how it's going to impact Baltimore. Yeah, I'm going Kansas City. I'm being disrespectful to Houston. I'm going Kansas City. Now let's be clear. The defense is great at Kansas City, but the last 3 weeks they played well. Mm-hmm. They had a bye week. They got healthy. Chris Jones, the best pass rusher, should play. So I'm going Kansas City 24, Houston, Texas 10. So, and then the next game, we got Green Bay at Seattle. Seattle at Green Bay. Read it backwards. Who you got?
Closest game of the weekend.
Okay.
Surprising that Seattle-Philly game was closer than I thought, but then I realized Seattle was really offensively, they're a one-dimensional team.
They lost all their running backs.
All their running backs are gone. There were 2 running backs they're playing with are really just
A
being
rookie and a retired
serviceable.
guy.
Yeah, just give it to them every once in a while to keep the defense honest.
Right.
They're putting everything on the quarterback, which Russ can definitely carry that load. Defensively, they can rush the passer. And then you got Green Bay on the other side that has just been off all year, but they keep winning.
Talk about a team that's been like,
ugly.
They've been like,
ugly all year, but they keep winning.
Yep.
And I guess being coaches, those games build character. And when you find yourself in ugly games and you look over your shoulder with the guy next to you, like, we've done this before. About 10 times this year.
Yep.
So this isn't even a fandom favorite pick. Based on that analysis, at home is the thing that to me sways this is the home field advantage. So the home field advantage is going to swing it. Green Bay 24-21.
Ooh, close. All right.
Close.
Same.
Wait. Can I change the score?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Green Bay, but I want to go Green Bay 21-20.
21-20.
Yes.
Yeah. The emergence of DK Metcalf, I mean, why people passed on this guy, I didn't know he was,
once
he's
he ran,
dynamic.
Wants to do flex like Superman and ran a 4.340, why would you pass on him?
Russell Wilson is using this guy like as a great tool.
Because you can't. It's hard to guard him.
He's big
and fast.
That's crazy. As a receiver, those are crazy attributes.
Yep.
Great hands. He's got the baby mouth guard. How can you not like this guy, right?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I can't trust the ebb and flow with Green Bay. I just can't.
I feel you.
They have great pass rushers though. If they're gonna win this game, those pass rushers are the guys that's gonna win the game for them.
And might I add, remember, it's two things about Green Bay. You always look at the Aaron Rodgers teams. He has been underwhelming this year, but when they have a running game and when they can play defense, they've got a corner who's legit in Alexander. They can rush the passer from the ends and they can run the football.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, I should have put that in my own analysis, but when you add those in, usually that makes a Green Bay team dangerous, but it's usually at home with an Aaron Rodgers that's playing at an elite level.
Yep.
That's the part that just has been baffling.
Right. And then you listen, the Legion of Boom is gone. This Seattle team has it's. I think Russell Wilson is just keeping it afloat.
Yeah.
Do I want Seattle to win? Yes. But for my record wise, I'm going to pick Green Bay. I'd rather Seattle win. I just want to say that for the record.
Yeah.
I want to see Russell Wilson play more.
Okay.
I hate Aaron Rodgers.
You do.
I respect the man, but I hate him.
You do.
I put him on my all-time team.
You did.
That's how much respect I have for him. So I'm going to pick Green Bay. I'm going to go slobber knocker, man. I'm going to go 17-14.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
17-14 Green Bay.
Ugly.
Ugly, nasty.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a good pick.
Right.
It's like the score, but that's a good pick. You got a feeling that's the game where you're just gonna be like, oh god,
who wants to win this game?
This is ugly. like you look at your watch, like this game started at 6:40. It's 10 o'clock.
Who has the ball last?
Yep. Kick a friggin' field goal, and that's been Green Bay all year.
Yeah.
It's like you got the ball last. And Aaron Rodgers is going to do just enough to get you to the 30.
Yep.
Mason Crosby's going to kick.
Same thing with Russell Wilson.
Yep.
He gets the ball last. He's going to do just enough to put you in position, and they're going to ice the game. Absolutely. So who has the ball last? In a game like this, I'm saying Green Bay has the ball last.
I'm with you.
All right, let's wrap it up. Unless you got anything else.
I don't.
All right. We appreciate our sponsors here at Academy Sports Show. One being Mike Vaughn's Plumbing, both licensed and assured. Vaughn's Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's getting up to code, waterproofing, and daily home services, call the man.
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com gives you a map of all the areas that they service, as well as the services that they provide. But we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
Because that man right there is the real MVP.
Yes, sir. And don't forget, Be Well Integrated Massage Specialists have a New Year special. New Year, new client special. All new clients will receive an additional 15 minutes added to their massage services if booked between January 1st and February 29th. So you still got time, but you definitely want to book that so you can get your slot. If you're interested, give them a call at 313-472-5048. Again, that's 313-472-5048. or hit them up at bewellmassagetherapy@outlook.com. Hey, man, all we want you to do is be well.
Most definitely. Shout out to everybody in the feed today. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the feedback. And my Facebook page, Joel's Facebook page. But the mode that we want you to lock on the most is the YouTube. Check us out, Academy Sports Show on YouTube. Find our faces, subscribe to them, and trigger that bell. That way you know we are live and you can participate in studio with us, as well as both the Purple Podcast app on iTunes, search us, as well as SoundCloud. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Hey, big shout out to everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy this football. And enjoy that Monday night college football playoff. We will see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Get the wife.